favorite hoop moves. We call it the helicopter, and it looks like this. We end up flipping the hoop around our body, and it makes a really good wind sound. I hope you can hear that. Yeah, the cool thing about this trick is pretty much after this, you can walk into a Toys R Us and impress your friends in the aisle and be like, check it out, look what I can do. Yeah, super fun. So it starts off with, you want to take your hoop and grab it like this, thumbs up, right? You can do it to the right or to the left, whatever your preference. Start with the thumbs up, and then what I want you to do is make sure you turn your hoop inward like this. So think about it like you just saw a bad movie, right? If you're gonna say, oh, that movie was terrible, you probably wouldn't turn your thumb like this. It's a little bit awkward. You're gonna turn it in like this. Can you tell I teach kids all the time? Yeah. So basically what happens is you're gonna take your hand and turn it like this, and then bend your elbow, point that thumb towards your back, and creep your hand behind you, like this. And then next up, you wanna take your second hand and slide it along your back, like this. Right? Now, if you have a really big hoop, it's okay. You can kind of be a little bit lower and let it stay on the ground if you need to, just as you get the positions. So slide your hand along and grab underneath. And you're going to want to have both hands thumb up, right? Like this. Next, you want to make sure that your hoop is straight, right? You might not be able to hold it like this right now, but when you're in motion, the reason that you want to make sure that your hoop is straight, kind of like a fish's fin, is that if it's floppy, like a sad fish, then what happens is when you release one hand and you pull off or anything, it might end up like rotating, right, instead of flipping. So that's why you want to make sure it's straight off the back. So strong like a soldier, and then once you're in position, take that first hand away, and you're going to have to kind of jerk your arm a little bit and go bam, and bring the hoop around. So you want to bring it all the way around so you're up to palms facing up, and pass so that both your pinkies are together. So like this. So let's start again and see how that goes. Thumb up, thumb down, bend the elbow, bring it behind your back, slide along there, get a full good contact, and then peel out. Now, oftentimes what people end up doing is they get started and they do that and they end up going to about here. So make sure that you get that half rotation. The more flips, the more awesome this move is. So if you miss half a flip, you're losing out on potential awesomeness. So make sure that you get all the way to there, right? And then as you do this, what's going to happen is you're going to start trying to loosen off your body a little bit. Loosen off your grip. If you try to do it with a really tight grip, it makes it really hard. So try to loosen off, let it slide to the ends of your fingertips a little bit, and feel the momentum of the hoop as it flips. You can move your waist, right? You can kind of move yourself around it, makes it a little bit easier, and let that hoop slide to the ends of your fingertips. The thing to remember about this trick is that it feels kind of weird. Like just straight up, it's kind of weird. If it feels weird right after you've passed, like at that behind your back portion, that's because it does. Like it straight up just feels weird for a really long time. So it's all a case of feeling the momentum. That's when it starts to feel comfortable. So that loose grip, letting yourself do a cage motion, like a bit of a cage with your hoop to keep it, but not having that firm grip. Moving your hips out of the way if you need to, if you need more space, and trying to have your hands away from your body. If you're really, really tight, it's a lot trickier, so having them away. And as you feel more confident with this, you can start to add a little bit of flair, whether you are turning with it or moving around and dancing, or you can kind of raise the hoop up and bring it up higher depending on the size and weight of your hoop. There's a lot of different fun variations to this trick. So those are some different things to play with. The last pointer I want to give out is an added bonus spin that this breakdown that I just showed, thumb down, pass around, and palms facing up, it's not the way that I actually do it. So the way that I do it now, like when I first learned, that's how I learned it. But nowadays, I actually do a little bit of an extra spin in the front, like a half turn. And what happens is when I pass the hoop like this, instead of passing it there, I let the hoop continue spinning, and I open up my palm like this, and I grab it like this. So again, just depending on the size of your hoop, this is kind of a thumb finger movement. It's pretty specific. So depending, if your hoop is really thick, like a 1 inch, it might be tricky to do, but that's okay. Get your basic revolving door. You can add the flair after, and then pass around. So what ends up happening is open up your hand, let the hoop continue flipping, and just having it balanced on your thumb like this. The second hand comes underneath, so you're kind of like this little dove shadow puppet thing, right? You're floating up, and then passing around. And it does feel a lot like I'm smearing with that thumb as I'm coming around to get that extra spin. So I've got the grip, and then I kind of smear it like butter with my thumb to open it up and widen it up and push it back to the next section. So explore that, feel that out, and get yourself helicoptering away. My last tip for smoothing out the flip in front is to think of it as if your thumb is pushing up against the pad of your pointer finger. It's this scooping action that helps to flip the hoop the last second as you pass it to the other hand. Notice how loose the grip is. The transfers are quick and smooth and not rigid like I explained in the tutorial. Realize that you don't necessarily have to pass right in the middle of your body, whether it's in front or in back. Also, the hoop doesn't have to be parallel to the floor or horizontal or vertical when you pass. It could be at an angle. Whatever feels comfortable for you as you bring the hoop around your body.